Police, stop! Stay where you are now! Step up towards us, now!
Back up, back up, back up.
Over the next hour.
Hands behind your back.
From 9 p.m.
He's lit his wrist in the bathroom.
Is he responsive at all?
No, I'm not answering.
This programme follows incidents that occur in one of Britain's major police forces.
If you threaten any officer, you'll be put straight down on the floor, no messing.
Fire in the building, open the door!
Dealing with crimes and cases active between 9 and 10 p.m.
Violent crimes, murder.
Someone's just said that they've been chopped.
Minute by minute.
Just found some heroin.
Against the clock.
I'm not hurting anyone.
Go, 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 go.
Constant calls, if there's no let up.
This is Police Hour of Duty.
I'm going to send a police officer straight away, OK?
Game on.
Police emergency. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me.
You say she's threatening to hit the child?
Have you got eyeball on them right now?
Yeah, OK. Take some nice deep breaths for me. You're OK now. He's not in your house anymore and we've got police coming to you.
Lee, it looks like we've had a state zero. Officers just hit their emergency call button. It looks like we've got a fire. All units, state zero. If all available units can start travelling, please. Wait early update.
We've had a state zero from one of our officers. So when someone state zeros and they press their emergency button saying that they need more units at the address, every officer that's available will make their way. It's normally when an officer's kind of in danger and they need more units to help them out.
There's a block of flats that's on fire. It's a big block of flats as well.
It always makes your heart go when officers have state zeroed. Your colleagues are in danger.
I think we've all learned from things like Grenfell Tower. Fire, it can spread in seconds, minutes. We've got to get that under control, get on top of it and get people away from it as quickly as we can.
You're right.
Yeah.
Is everyone out?
I've no idea.
Hi, the building's on fire. Can you evacuate?
You don't really think about your safety, it's just getting there, getting that assessment, get as much information as we can, get people to safety.
Just watch yourself there, mate.
If we can stop it spreading while we're waiting for our colleagues in the fire service to turn on, then we'll do it.
Can you come quicker, please? You're right. It's fullness, mate. You need to get some shoes to come out.
I've got cats, I can't leave them.
You can't stay in here. There's a fire. You need to get out.
She needs to be carried, we'll carry her. It's just a big fire. Take the cat, let's go.
Have you got anybody out that side? Are they all going that way? Don't get anyone this way.
It's just trying to keep calm, just trying to do what you're doing without panicking, because we're the authority figure. We're trying to tell people where to go, where's safe, what to do, and people are looking for that bit of calm. So it's managing the people, it's managing the people on the scene.
So at the minute, all we know is it looks like a fire in the outbuildings. Priority was to get people out, which is our main priority as cops, really. So it is a dynamic risk assessment, and we just do it in a split second.
It sounds like at this incident, fire service have only just arrived on scene. Police are trying to evacuate the residents. The risk's very high because you're the one effectively going inside and putting your own life at risk and other officers' lives at risk in order to save other members of the public. What's happened, mate?
there's been a large fire. The extent of the fire is, you know how they've got the bin stores? That's fully engulfed in flame.
Okay.
So it is quite a serious one.
You've got 10, 11 police cars here, you've got 3 or 4 fire engines, you've got armed response, traffic are here. There is discussions around how it started and if there's a person involved in starting this fire. So just waiting an update on that.
Clear. Top floor's out.
Top floor's out.
Is everyone in here?
We don't know, no one's answering.
Police, open the door.
There's a fire in the building, open the door. Hello?
He's a bit deaf.
Right, okay, top. Apparently he's a bit deaf.
Anyone got a big red kit?
Yeah, I've got one.
As soon as that fire starts, it's not going to stop on its own accord. It's going to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep burning everything in its path. Your only thought at that time is preservation of life.
Mate, hang on, squeezing. Please! Anyone in here? Please! Please!
Right, he's not in here. Cool. I know. Better safe than sorry. The male's not in that address. Just to confirm, he's not here.
We've got everybody out, so everybody's safe, so we'll just take the lead from DFS now. Ooh, we've just arrested somebody over there.
Seth, why you are doing this to me? We did not do nothing.
Just stay back. Time. You're under arrest on suspicion of arson with intent to endanger life.
You don't have to say anything.
I'm very much.
In court. Anything you do say, there's evidence.
Under arrest on suspicion of arson with intent to endanger life.
Me?
Later on in court, and introduce and maybe give him evidence.
Me?
We've just arrested somebody over there.
We'll have to
Why
see.
arrest me for nothing now? I've not done anything now.
Allegation.
Allegation? Who's making allegations? Like, you man are smoking crack, bro.
What have we got on you?
Nothing.
What got all this paper on you for?
What people? That's my fucking word, bro. I'll be work.
So the initial job was for this flat.
As police arrived, the downstairs shed happened to catch fire. And then he was found with an item that could have been used to start a fire, which raised the suspicion even more.
Got loads of paper and a lighter in his pocket. Yeah, loads of like scrunched up paper and stuff.
Obviously, the 2 people that have been arrested are going to be placed in dry cells. What that means is that they can do swabs to see if there's anything on their hands or anything on their skin that may believe have been used in relation to the fire.
We've got the scene sterile because it's rubbish in there. It sort of all smoulders and then it carries on, so they have to rake it all out and carry on extinguishing it, so they won't be happy until that's at a temperature that it's not going to reignite.
Arson incidents, surprisingly, we do come across quite a lot. Like that one there, it don't bear thinking about the amount of people that could have affected. At the end of the day, it's the best outcome that everybody's come out of that situation safe. There's been no major injuries, and we've got suspects arrested from it.
Echo India 3 Bravo receiving NA.
Driver Derby West unit, state 2 for an immediate. Reports of a suicidal female locked herself in a room.
Okay, when you say kicking off, what's happening?
Is he actually beating her up?
Is it a severe cut to the face?
How much blood is there?
I'll be honest with you, we are extremely busy tonight. We've got a lot of immediate jobs stacking, so it's possible that they won't get anybody straight out, OK?
Police emergency.
Yes, hello. I'm from Carelink, and we had the next of kin called and said he couldn't get hold of his mum. And I've just gone to the property, and these two lads turned up. And I asked who they were, and he said, like, he pays rent. I don't know. He looks drunk or drugged up, and he's just gone into the property.
And where is the owner of the home?
The elderly lady, she got took into hospital by ambulance today, this afternoon.
OK, so they definitely should not be there.
The next of kin, her son, knows nothing about anybody living there. I mean, that's the kin doesn't know. You don't know what this lad's doing.
Did he have a key?
I don't know. I quickly got in the van because he was coming quite close to me.
Is he there now?
Yes. I've just driven down the road a bit.
No. We do have officers travelling, OK, so hopefully they'll get there shortly.
We've been called to an incident by a care worker who's come round to visit an elderly woman who we believe is in her 80s. As she's arrived at this address, a male, perhaps in his 30s, of a dishevelled appearance who appeared to the informant to either be intoxicated or under the influence of a substance, answered the door and then shut the door and wouldn't let her in. So the care worker believed that there was an intruder on premises or a burglar.
There's a male inside the address who shouldn't be there, really.
People call the police for a variety of reasons. Sometimes because they're scared, sometimes because they're confused, they need help. And the lady who called us was acting in the best interests of the homeowner. So the only thought that was going through my head is there is a big question mark over this, and I'll attend with an open mind. So we need to get there pretty quick because somebody might have ill intent.
Who's that upstairs?
Hello.
Who are you?
Who are you? Yeah, I live here. You live here, do you? Right. Okay, well, I can live here. Make sure. Who else lives here? My landlady.
She's your landlady?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I've got a rent book that's fair up.
Rent book? So how long have you lived here?
January.
Okay. What are you about to do with that spoon?
I was eating.
Nice.
Sorry.
Okay. So where is...
In hospital.
Okay. How much rent do you pay then? £400 a month. What line of work are you in?
I'm not at the minute. I'm on the sick.
Okay, how do you pay the £400 a month? Benefits.
What is this about? We're just making sure everyone's all right, aren't we?
You got soot on your face, or it looks like soot or dust or mud.
I've been down in the fields having a fire earlier on.
Okay.
My friends, I've been camping for days.
Okay, and what were you sleeping in? A tent.
Down in the bottom of the fields.
Okay, despite having a comfortable house.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, our suspicions are the fact that there's somebody who doesn't know you. No, sorry, you just stay here. You talk to me here, talk to me here.
Well, hang on a minute, right?
All right, no.
I'm in my house here.
Okay.
I pay rent to live in this house.
Okay.
This is unacceptable. You can't treat me like this.
Okay, and at the minute...
No, this is bang out of order.
There are people who think this is suspicious, so you say it's your house. Technically it's not, but you're a resident here.
I pay to live.
Well, we need to get to the bottom of that, don't we?
All police officers are investigators, regardless of what role they work in. We all have that core training to get to the bottom of something. So we attend with an open mind, and we're just looking to gather as much information as possible. I owe it to the lady who owns the house to find out what is actually going on. Is he trying to pull the wool over our eyes to get us to leave and then he can make good an escape? Or is he a genuine tenant?
Can you see it from another perspective that carers say there's a man who seems strange to them in a house, they don't think he should be there?
No, because I've got a kid.
Okay, well, there's...
You know what I mean?
Well, the carer doesn't know that, does she?
So she's fell today.
Right.
Her head was bleeding. So we've come out to her.
Right. Yeah.
We are trying to get hold of the hospital to see if they definitely have got her. Next of kin didn't know where she was, what's happened. That's why I've gone round.
It's BT Cotton Derby's Police. You okay? I'm currently at... Is it your mother's address? Yes. Are you aware that your mother rents rooms or anything like that? You're not? When was the last time you saw your mother? Are we talking years or months? Right. Okay. Leave it with me and we'll do what we can while we're here. Okay, thank you, thanks. Goodbye. Just spoke to next of kin. He said they fell out with mother probably years ago due to befriending a potential ex-drug user, which kind of ties. Family fell out with this. Sisters fell out with it. She's reported numerous times potential grooming risks or whatever risks they are here.
We, unfortunately, regrettably, live in a world where certain people will take advantage of good people, kind-hearted people, and most importantly, vulnerable people. And I need to ensure that we don't have a situation where somebody who is vulnerable has actually been taken advantage of and nobody's being used.
How did you meet? Oh, you probably
At the church just down there. We were friends for a bit. I've moved away to sort my addiction out.
Are you clean now?
Yeah.
Are you clean? How long?
Yeah.
How many years?
It's down to her, that's the thing.
How many years have you been clean?
2.
Well done.
Well, no, I've had lapses. And
How many?
Yeah.
When last lapse?
Over a year ago. I mean, she used to talk me through things.
Okay.
When I was about to make a stupid decision, she told me it was stupid. You know what I mean?
She's been a very special lady then in your life.
I came for Christmas and she asked me to stay.
Would it be fair to say that she's turned you around then?
Yeah. She's my queen.
Okay, no, I can see why.
All good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah? Look after yourself, stay clean.
Would you guys go to the hospital?
Yeah, of course we can, yeah.
We'll go up and
See if you can locate to make sure this is all above board and make sure her injury is
Yeah, that it does, yeah, I
it's
was
an
thinking
accident
that.
rather than anything's happened here.
Anything suspicious.
I'm curious to meet this charitable woman, to be fair. It's...
Good lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also see if she'll consent from PPM as well. While you're there.
We'll ask her some questions while we're there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, no worries.
Right, see you later.
Right, thank you.
You're welcome. We're going to fly up to hospital now and go meet this charitable woman who's opened her house to a gentleman who she met at church, who's been living with her for 3 or 4 months, to make sure that everything seems like what he was saying is, I'm not saying it's unbelievable, but it's just rare. There's a method of committing crime all over the country called cuckooing, where drug dealers will force their way into an address and basically take it over of a vulnerable person and use it as a platform or a base to sell drugs from. Whilst I don't believe that male is dealing any kind of drugs, these are all the safeguarding issues that go through our mind.
Delta India to Quebec, receiving alert.
So look.
In his pocket with them.
Brilliant.
Don't know what's in there.
Super
so
job.
I think it will go back to our office now and then Ant will do a field test for you.
Brill, super.
We've no idea what the drugs are at the moment. We suspect them to be Class A, but until we've had them forensically examined and tested, you never know.
Right, afternoon guys. Today's job then is the CJ line, which is a county line running from Sheffield and into Matlock. It's ran predominantly by a male who's paid £350 a day to travel from Sheffield to the north of Derbyshire. He is coming in a vehicle which we know to be a Volkswagen Golf. He has previously been locked up with a significant amount of Class A drugs on him. If we get him today, obviously we just need to be robust around him in terms of securing the drugs and his phones before we lose any evidence. So Claire and Lizzie, Chesterfield to Matlock, please. spotting vehicle, just doing the general main arterial routes as per AMPR, as per discussed, yeah, and that's it. Fingers crossed for a good result then. He's someone who needs to be taken off the streets because he's involved in an organised crime group that's dealing Class A drugs, running a county line from an exporting area to an importing area. He will travel with a significant amount of drugs, which is called reload. And depending on how many trips he does a day, each county line can be worth between £3,000 and £5,000 per day. And what generally comes with county lines is a lot of gang-on-gang violence.
Once the vehicle's spotted, it will be radioed through so that our proactive team will be able to go to the vehicle and put a stop in on the vehicle.
This guy is not stopping. He's been arrested by the police for drugs offences and he's not stopping. So we need to stop him.
It's a waiting game and it is intense.
Got contact with that car.
So they've got eyes on this car. Obviously their intention is now to try and stop it.
I think he's already clocked me. He's turned in the road and just looked straight.
Quite an apprehensive time because we don't know if he's going to be stopped.
Yeah.
It's a dirt track. Just see where that comes out to, please.
It's only one way in, one way out. This road.
Oh, that's good then.
There's a male out and running. Stand by.
Please stop!
There's a male out and running. Stand by.
Please stop!
Officer with a taser. On your knees, please. Keep your hands where I can see them at all times. At this moment in time, mate, you're currently detained under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act. You understand that? Yeah. What's down your pants? Oh, I've just seen you knocking or something down your pants, and why have you just driven off like that? Oh. Yeah, I've got one detained. So if you have got anything on your person that's tucked in your pants, up between your bum cheeks, in between your sack or anything like that, we will find it, okay? Have you got anything on you that you shouldn't have? Yeah. Yeah?
What's all this?
I've told you I've got drugs on me, innit? I'm really nervous.
There's drugs in there?
Yeah.
There's drugs in these?
You've got information about
drugs in these?
Yeah, obviously.
And there's stuff down your pants as well?
Stuff down my trousers as well, but money in this pocket.
Okay.
That's why I'm trying to deny it.
Okay, just sit in.
Oh.
Yeah, from Vic 4.
Go ahead, mate.
You've got crack cocaine and heroin, mate.
Mega, mate, thank you for that.
Nice one, mate.
It's a great feeling when the intelligence pays off and he's arrested. That's what you go to work for. You go to take the criminals off the street. But the work doesn't stop there. We have to gather evidence to ensure that he's convicted for the offences for what he's been arrested for.
What we want to make sure is that he's not hanging around and manipulating this woman, and that's why we're here now, to actually speak to her and see what her opinion of the gentleman is. We're going through here.
I want to actually know how bad this injury is. I want to know how it was caused and if anyone was involved.
Hello, love. My name's Chris. This is Steve.
Okay.
We're police officers.
Yeah.
We just wanted to. We heard that you had a level 4 somewhere apparently. Can you tell us what happened?
Oh, I got out of my chair and walked, and the next thing my head hit the radiator.
Okay.
And there was blood everywhere. Look at it, I'd been massacred.
Oh, bless.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When he knew that he wasn't with me, when he had the message that I'd fallen and that, he ran up today, and the next thing, there he was on his knees with a bowl of what soap with water, cleaning the carpet for his blood.
All right. What's he to you? What's his relation?
He's a dear friend,
Mhm.
but there's, the first time I met him was two years ago at Remembrance Sunday.
Yep.
And gradually, it built up a friendship. He doesn't ever ask for anything.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I've got 2 spare rooms, you can have one of them. And he gives me £100 a week for
Okay.
it.
Are you happy with him being there?
Yes, I am. He's very helpful.
Are you happy with looking after your house till you come out?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
All right.
He never takes anything off me, even when he was
Yeah.
down and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you ever so much for that.
Yes.
Have you got any questions you want to ask?
Nobody's forcing you to do anything, are they? Or
No.
take any...
No,
I know it's quite a blunt question.
we get on very well together. I know, he'll say, I've been a scumbag, and I know that.
Yeah.
I've never asked him for any details of why, this, that and the other.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you ever so much for your
Well,
time.
thank you very much.
You get well soon and go easy.
Thank you. See you later.
Okay, so we found the homeowner, and remarkably, her story and account is identical to the one that was given by the gentleman who's in the house. It's nice to be almost proved wrong. You can do this job so long that you become suspicious, and after 20 years of policing now for myself, it's just one of those rare moments that you think, okay, someone's just gone out to help someone. It's nice. It's genuinely nice to see that. So there's nothing else we can do on that. The safeguard referral will go in regarding her mobility, and we will leave them to enjoy their friendship and live.
Firearms units, move across to SA1, please.
Okay, so I'm being detained by police and asked whether you had anything on you. You replied, yes, down my trousers in it. Can you tell me what you meant by that?
So the tinfoil wraps are found in the left pocket of the trousers worn by yourself. Who's put them there?
No problem.
Have you put them there?
No problem.
Did you know they was there?
No problem.
Are the trousers that you're wearing, are they yours?
No problem.
Do you loan your clothes out?
No problem.
Have you borrowed any clothes?
No problem.
That's all been field tested. That's come back as heroin and cocaine, so we're happy with that. Because the heroin and the crack isn't singular wrapped, it looks like he's wrapping it in the car as he's going along. On his person, he's got £985 in cash, in 5s, 10s and 20s, consistent with dealing. He's got a dealer phone, dual SIM, and then we've got a sticker cling film as well, obviously for wrapping it up. What's he said?
No comment.
To everything?
Everything. Car, why he was where he was, all the exhibits were put to him, the phone.
The money.
Drugs. Everything. He won't give us anything. It can be really frustrating when the suspects give a no comment interview. However, We've looked through the evidence and we've got more than enough evidence that we can take to CPS and secure, hopefully, a charge.
Hiya, you alright? Yes, yeah. Yeah, majority is cocaine and then there's a bit of heroin as well.
It's really important that we get a charge tonight because this is the second time that he's been arrested for doing exactly the same thing. So it's important that we get him off the streets.
No, we've not been able to download the phone yet. No, we've got nobody available that can download it.
There's literally no one on division.
We've identified it through the SIM card, but we've not been able to physically get into the phone to look at any of the messages or any call data. No, we've not rung it. We've taken out the SIM card and we've identified the line number through the SIM card. Thanks, bye-bye. She's questioning how we know that that's a county line number. How do we evidence that that's a county line number?
Because that phone number is attributed to a county line through our intelligence system.
Yeah, but she says that evidentially-wise you can't use that. But I don't think she's going to charge now because I think she's going to want more work done.
Is she going to ring you back with a charging decision?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just
we'll wait then.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Echo India 3 Bravo receiving a name.
It's all kicking off. They're asking for assistance. We're getting them into custody.
All right, you don't have to be so forceful, do you, lads? You know what I mean?
Chesterfield Custody Suite is now closed, so that means we need to accept all their prisoners as well. So we might get even busier.
Have you been arrested before?
No.
No? OK. Are you a carer for anybody?
Only for a child.
A child?
Yeah.
OK.
Police emergency.
Hello, can I have police? Please, they're fighting, please.
Who's fighting?
Quickly, please. How long they gonna be? Because they all coming with so many knives. Quickly, please, I'm begging you.
They are coming with blue lights on, okay? That is the quickest they can get.
Please.
It says that there's a male with a knife at the address. It doesn't say what he's doing with it.
It's coming as a fight, but it's a disturbance in a house.
They are fighting in the house, big disturbance in background.
So we have both got tasers, and with mention of the knife, we may be able to use them.
Please,
Okay. What's going on? What's
Thank you,
happening?
quickly. They take my baby away from me.
812. They've taken the baby to the father's address.
Well, there's nothing more serious than an incident involving a newborn or a very young child. Obviously, if someone stole your baby, you'd be absolutely frantic, wouldn't you? Hi, what's happening? Who's in the house? Who's in the house?
Everybody calm down and move out of the way. What's happened?
He was here with knife and now he go back to the house.
Right.
They take that baby away from her.
And whose baby is it?
It's her baby. It's a newborn, you know.
Who has taken the baby?
Her husband.
Husband. Yeah, okay. Do you guys want to stay with them?
So, our main concern would be the safety of the child at this time, as we don't actually know what's caused this altercation between the two. We've left our colleagues at the address to try and work out what's actually happened there, while we try and find out if the child's okay. People who are in an emotional state due to an argument will often do things that they wouldn't normally do because they don't sense the danger of the situation. So you can often find that a young child could end up injured or worse. It's locked.
With mention of knives, mention of a young baby, mention that there's still an ongoing disturbance, you never really know what you're walking into.
Hello,
Hello, you all right? Can we come in?
Hello, what's happening?
Has something happened involving someone from this address? Right, let me come in and talk to you about it then. Thank you very much. Right, who's in here?
Me?
Yeah.
Right, this one.
Baby's here.
No,
Baby's here. So whose baby is this?
This is my son.
Okay, so where does baby normally live?
Here.
Here?
Yeah.
So what's happened today then?
I don't know, I was not there.
Right, who was there?
It's my father.
Who did your father go round to the address with?
No one.
Just on his own? Okay, right. So,
What's happened today?
Yeah, it's baby. Mom is every day talking, yeah?
Yeah.
It's every day drinking, talking, yeah? And why not looking baby?
Okay.
I don't want any more contact with
no, what the issue is that you have a newborn child with the mum, so there's going to have to be some form of contact, isn't there? But my main concern is that your son's okay. That's the main thing.
Well, she is not good, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's something we can resolve later. Let me speak to my colleague then.
Where does the female say that baby normally stays, Jess? I've just asked Jess to clarify if she believes the baby does stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24. So Jess is saying baby actually lives at mum's house, or mum's saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 24. Can you have a walk round and see if you think that is the case?
Just make sure there's all baby food and formula and everything there.
Jess, is there formula and that there? Oh, she says I'm not sure. Yeah, no problem. Just stand by and I'll have a walk around this address, see if it's more obvious that baby's staying here.
Yeah.
Can I just see where baby stays? Yeah. Thank you. You just show me. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Oh, wonderful.
Baby here.
Yeah. So all baby stuff's there. What is baby on? Is he on formula or milk? Yeah.
Everything that's is milk.
Okay. Absolutely fine.
If you go in that house and you will see they don't have nothing.
Yeah.
For baby.
Okay. From what I can see, baby is living here.
Yes,
they've got milk, bedding, nappies. They've got baby monitor, all sorts.
Yeah.
And I don't think Jess can find the same at the other address.
Right.
Go ahead. Oh, I see. Jess is saying that Mum has said that 3 weeks ago he's assaulted her.
Right.
And she's just disclosed that today.
Right. I'll just get some circs off of Naomi on the radio for the DV assault, and we'll take positive action on that.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with the baby here at the minute with Dad.
Yeah.
Having spoken to all parties now, there is a complaint from the mother of the child that she has been assaulted by her ex-partner. So we are going to take some positive action by making an arrest at this address. We will leave the child at this address because, to all extents and purposes, it seems that the child does live at this address. Right. Your ex-partner, mother of the baby, is alleging that you assaulted her by punching her to the face, causing a visible bruise to her eye. Listen, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing that assault against your ex-partner. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence.
As police officers, we're there to act on behalf of that child because he's, less than 2 months old. He can't make decisions for himself, and ultimately it's our job to make sure that he's safe. So the suspect will be interviewed with a solicitor present and get his account of what's happened.
So if you can plant your backside on the floor for me, all right? We'll see you at the police station, but I'm just going to be on the other side of that door. It takes a lot of figuring out, and it still may be that we don't have 100% truth from both parties at this time. But if we didn't make an arrest, there's clearly going to be further flashpoints over the child contact. It could quite possibly never stop.
Okay. She's alleging that she came to your address to try and have access to a child because you'd not allowed her to see him. She said that during an argument over child contact, you've then punched her to the face, causing bruising.
That is not true. She thinks she's lying. It's not how she's saying. She just make up on me. But she wants to make me problems with the police.
Why do you think she wants to make you problems?
Because she wants the baby.
Okay.
Everything was okay, never had problems, nothing. Yeah. She just went on the party. Next day we was waiting, but she didn't come back.
So, just so I can make sure I'm understanding this properly, so she goes to a party one day and then you just don't speak to her since? No fallout, nothing happens, you just stop talking?
And stopped talking. She didn't want to come anymore. I don't know why she didn't want to come.
Okay. So, can you tell me who that is on that photo?
It's her, but she just making I never done that to her.
Okay. Have you ever seen her with bruising like this around her face?
No.
No. And have you caused this bruising?
I didn't know about this bruise.
Okay. But you definitely haven't caused this bruising?
No.
Okay. So as far as you're concerned, she's just not contacted you again, not come back home, and you've been waiting for her?
Waiting for her, she didn't come.
And she's never come back. You've not assaulted her, you've never punched her, you've never slapped her, and you've never strangled her?
No.
Okay. Obviously we want to make sure is that if you're released from here that there's no incidents, anything further. And if there's issues over custody, then you need to get yourselves a solicitor or some legal advice and deal with it that way. Okay. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we end the recording? No?
Yeah.
Okay. So we will end the interview there.
Unit number 14 receiving.
You do know. Is it the other way around? Yes, it is.
No comment to every question.
Custody Sergeant's happy with remanding him.
Yeah.
Spoken to him, he's happy, so it's just going to come down to CPS. This male is someone who needs to be taken off the streets because ultimately he continues to do this to line his own pockets and he's got no regards for law.
Yes. 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 Okay. So we're happy for the charges tonight then? Yeah. Right, that's great, thank you. Thanks, bye-bye.
Nice, 5 charges.
Yeah, 5 charges, yeah.
Cool. Well done, mate. Nice one. So CPS have come back and decided to charge possession with intent to supply, Class A, heroin, possession with intent to supply, Class A, cocaine, driving otherwise in accordance with a licence, failing to stop for police, and the last charge was driving with no insurance. It's a fantastic result. Unfortunately, in this kind of work, it's always ongoing, and as soon as you take out one person, they're replaced by another and another and another. But what we have to do is we have to try and make it as undesirable as possible for them. We have to show them that we won't tolerate drug dealing in our communities, and ultimately, as quick as they're coming in, we'll take them out.
One male under arrest for cultivation of cannabis.
I've had a report that a male's been attacked by someone on the street.
That's job done with that. The night is still young.
Is finally catching up with one renter